I celebrated 9 years of motherhood in July, which is basically a fancy way of saying my oldest turned 9 years old. And as I was reflecting on this milestone, because I consider it's quite a milestone, I came up with, just in the reflection, I came up with 9 lessons that I have learned in 9 years of motherhood. And I'd like to share them with you, if you don't mind. So let's go. First thing I learned is that motherhood is a divine calling. Basically, motherhood is not just another task, something else that you get to do, because the responsibility on a mother is so huge, so significant, that honestly, the only way I can describe it is that it's a divine calling. It's special. You need extra grace from the Lord. You need divine intervention, divine friendships, divine support in a way for you to be able to hack it. So don't take it lightly. Motherhood is divine. Take that responsibility seriously, because you get to fashion a whole human being. You get to have such an influence on our generation, not just a person, but an entire generation. Number two, heal so that you don't bleed on your children. A lot of us have a lot of trauma from our environment, from work, from wherever. We have a lot of psychological issues that we are dealing with. We have a lot of pain that we are carrying. And as mothers, it is very easy for you to end up transferring that, or bleeding, as I may call it, on your children through the words that you speak, through the things that you do to them, because of the frustrations you carry that may have nothing to do with them but end up impacting them. So heal so that you don't bleed on your children. Number three, do not compare your children with other children or with their siblings. Do not compare your children. They are individual beings, they are separate people, and comparison breeds a lot of competition, unhealthy competition. Comparison breeds feelings of neglect, feelings like I'm never good enough. All your children, as they are unique, stop comparing them, treat them as individuals. And building on that, we'll go to number four, which is love your children individually. Especially for people who have multiple children, it is very easy for us to just love the kids as a group. We do things for them as a group. We gift them as a group. What that does is your children do not feel that you appreciate their individuality, because you might, excuse me, you might have, like I do, three children who are very different in personalities. Some are introverts, some extroverts, and what their ideal um, desire, ideal gift, for example, is very different from each other. So if you just love them as a group, take them for things as a group, everything is just, if I get one, I get all. I know I get the common sense in that, like, don't get a gift for just one, but do not just um, buy them all the same thing. Just do not treat them as a group of people. Love them individually. Have individual time with them. And an advice I saw that has been very good for us has been taking the kids on individual dates. And dates do not have to be things where you spend money. It can be just going for a walk with just one child and getting to hear them. Or sometimes just Get, call them to your bedroom, one of them, and just talk to them alone. Get to know what is going on with you. Get to have them feel special as they are as an individual. Let them feel that they are special to you and that you care about them, not just as one of your children, but as the individual. Let them know, as Ethan, mommy loves me as Ethan, not just as one of her children. Let your Mary know that you love Mary. You appreciate that Mary does not like fluffy toys, even though Ethan loves fluffy toys. So when you're buying toys, you're buying things that speak to their heart in terms of their love languages. Get to know their love languages. Some children want hugs all the time, and others don't. And if you spend all your time because you believe all children want hugs, that is how you show love, then there's one person who's going to feel unloved because you're not speaking their language. You're not speaking their language. So get to know your children at an individual level and love them individually. Moving on to number 5. Children are great emulators. Model what you want them to become. There's this quote that says, children do not do as you say, they do as you do. So ask yourself, all those things that you want your children to do, are you doing them? Are you modeling the behaviors that you want them to adopt? Because your kids are emulating you. They are watching, even when you don't think they are. They are watching, and they are doing exactly what they see. They do as you do, not as you say. So speak less and model more. Okay, let's go to number 6, which is love is spelled as TIME for children. It is not gifts, it is not expensive things. Love is time for the kids. Make time for the children. Presence over presence. Focus on presence over presence. Stop spending a copious amount of money on your children when you cannot spare 30 minutes for them. Please give them time. Give them the gift of time. All right. Let's go to number 7, which is you cannot pour from an empty cup. Invest in your own self-care. Yes, we love our children. Yes, we want to give them time. And no, it is not conflicting advice. It is the same. As you spare time for your children, because while there are parents who are not giving their children any time, there are others who are giving them all the time. And both don't work, because if all your time is spent trying to pour into your kids and you're not spending any time for yourself, chances are you will build resentment after some time, because if your dreams are not being accomplished, if you get to a point and start feeling like I'm just here serving everybody and nobody's serving me, you will end up in resentment, and it's going to seep into how you relate to your family members. So focus on self-care. Find things that you do for yourself. Pour into your own heart so that you can then overflow into your family's life. Number 9, I think. Are we number 9? Yeah. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be authentic. Children do not need a perfect mother. They just need an intentional one. So let's focus on being intentional as parents, not perfect ones. We are going to make mistakes no matter what you do. Imagine you're going to make mistakes. As gentle as you can parent, as nice as you can be, there's a very good chance your kids are still going to end up in therapy as adults. And that's okay. And that's okay. You just need to do your best and be very intentional. Educate yourself on how to become the kind of parent you want to be. Educate yourself on how to be the kind of mother you would have desired for yourself. However, just be authentic, be you. Do not try to force yourself to be like so and so. Just be yourself. That's what your kids need. And number 9, did I say number 9 before? I meant number 8. So, number 9, here we are. Parenting alone is not it. We were not meant to do this alone. Find a community, find a support system. Do not try to do it alone. Do not try to do it alone, because there is no reward for suffering, by the way. If there is someone offering you help, accept it. If there are people that you can seek help from, ask for help. Do not try to do it alone. Parent in community, and you will thrive, and your children will thrive. Those are my 9 lessons in 9 years of parenting. I hope you learned something. Ciao.